Okay, back to our Vor game. I have been looking at this map before hitting the record button a lot and thinking, what are we gonna do? Because we're actually in a bad position when it comes to everything we want to control. I should never have done this. This is a much safer position on this side than these two are. Even if there's someone here, they would have to come all the way up this basically useless arm to reach me, which means it's like unlikely the AI would like pick these as a priority. So I probably shouldn't have went this way first. I probably should have went this way first. If there's someone, say, here, which there most likely is, let's just be straight about it. There's most likely someone over here. Then we're going to be screwed. They'll take this from us, maybe even more, and we won't be able to connect the two sides together. Moreover, we'll lose this really nice Arctic world that we absolutely want to make use of. That would suck. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 minimum jumps to get to there, because I believe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is the minimum jumps from the other side. Additionally, we have not even we haven't even surveyed these, so that's not even a viable decision. Like, we can't go that way even if we want to. And then down here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jumps to hit this to properly block off this area. This is so powerful, but if I don't take this, I'm going to risk losing tons of space up here. If there's someone here or here, this area might get lost to us. Yeah, this is I would call this suboptimal. I wasn't really paying enough attention. For that reason, I think I'm going to have to abort everything I'm currently doing and send my guys north. I think it's got to be north first. It's going to be super annoying if we lose the ring world because we go up north first, but this Arctic world is definitely going to be absolutely the most useful, and it's just going to suck so much if we lose access to the ring world. The thing is, the Arctic world will always be useful, but the ring world will take like a decade of forced enlightenment and segregation for those people to be integrated properly. I'm giving this planet up, and I think, and then these two worlds as well, another Arctic world. I can't give up 2 Arctic worlds. I just can't do it. But I can't give up. This is Sol, right? This is definitely going to be humans, and humans almost always start as oh damn it, early space age. All right, well, I think we're gonna have to go on a expansion rush, and we have none of the things required to do so. That's not great. First, I'm going to reorganize the fleets. We're gonna do this much earlier than I'd intended, which means we're gonna get rid of this guy. I'm gonna just sorry bud, but you don't get to exist anymore. And go to our leader list, and we'll go to the guy who's not on a job and dismiss him. Sorry bud, you helped us for a while, but you're out. We're then gonna merge all this into a single fleet, and we're gonna change that fleet's size to 20. That way we'll have a single fleet with the maximum strength that we can produce at any given time, just in case there's anything that we have to deal with space monster wise. And then we're gonna reinforce it. Actually, we're not going to reinforce it. Instead, since it's helping us maintain 4 already, we're going to use it to explore this direction. We might be able to find out what's up here by going this way, because we don't want to break through this, because it'll probably help us hold off when bad things happen. This guy is going to stop his job immediately and come over here on a move. This guy is going to continue what they're doing, but they're going to switch to auto, so they'll come over here and get this. I don't want them on auto, actually. We'll take them off auto once they finish what they're currently doing. And then they're going to build us the Grand Archive. I am working on the Grand Archive, and it is really important because we want to do the archivism next as our next tradition. Let's look at our society, man. That's not society management. Right, we're doing adaptability. One of the big advantages of having picked adaptability is Conquer Nature will get us a guaranteed early terraforming, which is something we want. And then we're going to try to rush this through. The Voor are an authoritarian society, and they are extremely well directed. If they make a decision, they're going to stick with it. I am not. I am waffling. We lose a lot more. I'm gonna get bit in the butt. The entire technocracy is going to suffer from generational regrets if we don't get that damn ring world. We're going north first. I care about it more, but we really care about this. We damn it. Those damn humans. Why do they have to exist? It's not fair. We're just gonna have to trust that the humans are gonna be a long way from becoming a spacefaring civilization, because, man, if they do, I'm gonna have to totally subjugate them, which, I mean, will make our authoritarian pops happy. You know, I got myself wondering if this is the right way to explore. Maybe the right way to explore is this way. Maybe that's better. It's kind of not great. We do have our alloy world finally on its way to being settled, which is fine. We're gonna have to get out of the part of the game where we're just keeping our economy balanced and get into the part of the game where we're purposely trying to drive our alloy number up. But I'm quite torn. Selfishly, I think we would want these two worlds the most, and then this would be our third priority. Like, this is really important, but it's just a chance to study a ring world, as opposed to the chance to hold two strong systems. We also have the archaeology sites in this direction, which are helpful. Sudden changes in direction are not good for me. I am way too worried and indecisive. I'm just going to have to stick with what I'm already doing. We're going this way first.
Anomaly detected.
We may be mostly technically inclined, but the fact is we have to think of Empire defense, and Empire defense will become much more viable if we can take this world. If we abandon this, maybe we can always take it back in a war if we have to, right? The real hope is, the thought is that if we can find some people to do first contact with, we might just be able to do both. We're kind of hoping that that's how it turns out.
New technology discovered.
What is this? This is quantum computing. All right. Maybe we're close to administrative AI. I think we're going to do blue lasers. Yeah, I think we're going to do a little bit of work on making our fleet better.
Establishing
Not too much, though. It's a little early for that transition for us.
Situation log
You can
updated.
complete this Ute project before you move on. Using Control-Shift to put the research project at the beginning of the queue. If you don't know about that, that is something you can do. Because we are dictatorship, we only get to choose leader, because the leader is always leader. He can never be anything else. Nice that they make that choice easy to recognize, so you don't accidentally take something he'll never be able to use without thinking about it. We are ready to take this. I'm already filled with regrets about losing that ring world. It hasn't even happened yet. This here
Anomaly detected.
is curators. That's not that important to us,
Research project concluded.
because we have curators already in our borders. Archaeological project completed. I just realized we have curators in our borders. We would absolutely want them to be doing their research bonus as early as possible. Okay. Probably colonial centralization. This is no longer required for... Well, I mean, we don't require this. This is not like, we can do the specialization without this, which is weird. That means it's not as high a priority as it once was. Yeah, it just requires the upgrade now. It doesn't require the tech, so like they can begin their upgrade right now, and that'd be good. Still thinking, what tech do we take? We don't need this because we're going to be on academic privilege probably forever. Genetic healthcare is good, but we don't have gas yet. Edict fund is good. We'll just take the Capitol building anyway. I want to look at our edicts just to make sure we've done it. We also probably should do this. I have a tendency to let this sit, and if I don't get it done, we won't be able to research the thing that makes our planets immune to the bombing, and we have them close to us, if you remember. We can't see them now, but they're here. they're here. So let's do the Void Worm project, just to make our planets immune to the bombardment. Plus, studying them makes a lot of sense for us from a simple RP standpoint. Government! Policies and edicts. Is there anything we should be putting on? We don't need fortify the border yet. We are not building our space stations, really. Although we could build this border. I'm not even sure I care about putting a border there. More likely this will be the first border. We could build this border. No. I think this is all fine. We just have... Maybe we do take the farming initiative. That's just so much extra farming. We can sell it for trade, though. I don't usually do automatic trades. You might notice that. A lot of... You'll notice that regular Stellaris players are always doing automatic trades. I don't tend to do automatic trading. Instead, I tend to sell as I accumulate, and yeah, it's just like that. I don't know why. It's better to do it the proper way, but that doesn't change the fact that I don't. We don't need this enough to give up the energy credits, though. Our energy credits aren't that stable. No, we're fine. I could, for example, do this properly and say sell food like 20, even 30. Which will get us more trade. Where is this? Here. Okay.
Construction online.
Well, we're still in the system. We should look at their planet. Civilization is currently in the Steam Age. These guys are also a conquest. I mean, integration. Integration is the correct word. They are an integration candidate. Enlightenment with lasers. You know, it's the only way to assure that they don't get destroyed by their own hubris. Let's keep on the move. Codified science. The MSS Trock Bostock has succeeded in isolating a signal embedded within an unusual pattern of interference in the Juma system. The signal is a song, a complex sonification of an advanced mathematical equation, to be precise, and one that scientist Janak Vargas cannot seem to get out of their mind. Who or what may have composed the song remains unknown, though its complexity infers an incredible level of technological sophistication regarding subspace harmonics. The signal's geodesics suggest a point of origin outside the galaxy. Alright. Subspace harmonics being used in a literal sense in that little event. Very cool. Okay. The deceptive giant. What we had assumed was an abnormally large gas giant is in fact not. It is in fact a barren planet. Ah, yes, the barren planet. A little extra XP for our man. Good job, buddy. Let's look at capital development for a minute. We might as well build the last of these alloy foundries, and then we'll work on generator districts. They can probably build both at once and it not be that bad an idea, so we'll do that if we can afford it, which I'm pretty sure we can. And as for the tech world, they're still upgrading the planetary system. Then we'll build their second specialization. Tech-wise, I think we're actually doing okay for the current year.
System charted.
You know, we're only 18 years into the game, and our total tech is above 200. Most of that is, of course, sociology. No. Click the thing I want to. We're gonna have to, if we want to win this race, we're gonna have to keep up on this. We can't let this overflow too much. So here we are. Let's go this way. I'm not gonna go too far down here. I'm just looking for close neighbors. It's too easy to get caught up in the weeds by sending these guys out too long, and we are losing energy credits by having them not, you know, in the capital. Abandoned cargo pod. The discovery. A discarded cargo pod was left by someone in the upper atmosphere of Yultip 7 long ago. It has somehow escaped the notice of our space bearers, and its decaying orbit means it would have been lost in the gas giant's crushing atmosphere within a few years. When the crew of the MSS Trock Bonstock unsealed the pod, they found a stash of alien jewelry made out of precious metals. Sell them, melt them down, sell them, study their construction, keep them. Now, study their construction, for sure. Whenever a Voor, regardless of their position in society, sees something that can be studied, they know it is their duty to study it. They must, he must, she must, all must study. So far, we're not seeing anybody risky in this direction. Oops. Let's go to here. And then to here. And then we'll go to there. That seems like a nice flight path for them to explore. We have a new technology. We got machine templates. That's good. We can change our robots right away. I think we're gonna get coil guns as well, since we're using basic guns in our ships right now. This is a new first contact. It's right there. So we did discover someone over here. I am going to... Well, let's actually look. Since it's in space and far from us, that makes it very highly likely it's actual aliens. I'm going to abort their continued look because we discovered what we were looking for. There's still several jumps away from here, since there's no station in this arm. So we do have some time on this direction, which I think is good. Let's put a guy on it. And we'll just reset you to here. That gives us some idea of what it is. The south is probably going to be safe for at least a bit. Glad about that. We're going to have you move to here. You need to finish so that I can
online.
Stop you up and send you home. Now, we don't have the alloys to do what we want to do here, but we probably can produce a bunch. We like sell half of both of those. That we do have enough if we sell half of both of our stockpiles. Let's send you to the capital and have you build a megastructure. Grand Archive. Right there. Nice. That's good. We've almost developed this out. Once they're done with the Grand Archive, they can get this guy's the stuff he leaves behind.
We have encountered another spaceborne life form.
Oh, get out of there. What is this? I don't know. We didn't stay long enough. Maybe we're still close enough to see. We're not. Well, we'll find out when we finish it. That will help, though. That is a second first contact. Let's do this thing. All right. If we can complete both of those first contacts pretty efficiently, We should get the boost and influence we need to maybe complete this stuff fast enough. Voidworm enzymes. I am going to find a cure, and we'll probably research that relatively quickly. Then we'll take the habitability. That should give us more than max habitability on our starting planets type, and it should give us near max habitability on our secondary types. I thought it would be higher than 80. Okay, well, 80 is still not bad. It is higher than 80. This place is -5, so it'd be 85% if this wasn't here. We may use this planet earlier than I had intended. How big is it? It's a 14. I guess it's going to depend on whether we succeed up here, right? I don't even know if there's anybody there. I'm all worried about getting pushed out in the north, and I literally don't know if anyone's there. This, though, we have time to deal with this, I think. It's good to have identified their position. As long as nobody's over here, we're good. That is my official declaration. We're good going north first as long as no one's over there. This science ship is an explorer. It's this guy. I guess we explore this, right? I'm tempted to go this way instead. I do have information I want to find out here. This has got to connect through. But let's do the most relevant things first. We need to survey this. We need to survey this. We need to survey this. This. And this. Yeah, I think that surveys the most, because this stuff isn't really going to be important for us. So we should leave that until we have
system charted.
Better surveying, right? Because those planets' usefulness is going to be these systems' usefulness. Well, we haven't explored it thoroughly yet, to be fair. So we haven't found anything over here. But this is clearly the back of this Fallen Empire. Blue lasers is complete. Now, maybe we do one more military tech before we go hard on... let's do Zero-G laboratories. We need to do some research, okay?
Detected.
Crystalline asteroids. The Sidir system has some unusually dense asteroid belt with unique properties. Several of the larger asteroids are covered in crystalline outcroppings that appear extremely rich in mineral deposits. However, long-range sensors are tracking sporadic movement within several of the small unidentified objects, possibly spacecraft, in the denser regions of the belt. We are unable to get a fix on them, but we have identified debris from at least 2 destroyed mining stations floating in the space near some of the larger asteroids. So we found... Where is this? Where are you? Wait, this isn't a science ship. Oh, this is a system discovery. You get this pop-up as soon as we enter the system. All right. Okay, so if that's there... That's probably far enough down here, to be fair. We should consider setting them back up. The sooner we get them to home, the better, right? Down this path. Actually, we should go this way first to here, and then come back to there. That makes more sense. And since we're going to pass through, we're going to buy some new ships. Add it. That is not a new first contact. That's progress. Progress is good. Ivron is about to build... Oh no, I built the wrong one. Damn it. No wonder we fell behind. Shoot. What a waste. It's fine. misclicks happen. I'm not resetting the session over a misclick. That would be silly. It's just a little bit of a waste. Minerals are probably our best resource right now anyway. You can build your specialization here, which should be Research Enclave. This is actually going really fast. I'd rather be xenophobe than unhappy, so we're finding the aliens that we keep discovering are ugly and annoying. I think we're going to keep in mind. I mean, we haven't found that at all. We've not done anybody else. I must be thinking of one of my other games. We're going to keep in mind the fact we found them ugly because it might affect our first impressions and how we treat them in the future. We are not an unemotional people. We are definitely, in spite of being materialistic, sometimes discouraged by things we find gross and icky. I need to pay closer attention to this number because I keep letting it overflow. As long as it doesn't overflow twice, we're not really falling behind. But it did, in fact, just overflow twice. So, it's fine. We'll catch up.
System scan complete.
Good. This science ship here needs to do some exploration. I would like them to come across here on this arc. Grab this. Grab this little outlier here, and then they can begin doing this little bit over here. We'll get the rest of it later. Good.
Construction online.
Let's keep moving. Can't believe we screwed that up. Fine. Probably gonna full specialize the generator districts really early so that this planet can handle all of our power for a while at least. As we build more robot. Oh, you know what we forgot to do? We forgot to do our robots, so we're gonna create a template. We're gonna make them bad entertainers because we're never gonna have entertainers anyway, because we're bad at entertainers is the real way. We're gonna make them look a little different because I like this of the new template, the new visual templates for robots. I think it fits better with the Voor. And then we're gonna make them mass-produced. I think that's the best early combination for a robot heavy civ.
Situation
It's 11 months. Every little boost to population production is a good thing, and we love our robot friends. Going to be fine. Let's build some more ships. This is a problem. This is going to make everyone unhappy because consumer goods. Oh, there we go. It's fixed.
System charted.
We fixed it. Now you need to build your startup buildings. Your startup buildings are going to be the same as everybody else. It's going to be. Actually, we're going to go robot assembly plant. We're going to build. Where's the medical center? There it is. It just looks so weird. And I guess we need a luxury residence as well. And then after that, we'll build the specialization here once we have 1,000 again. And we should move them. We shall resettle. 600 people. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Probably not ideal to do that when we don't have a monument there.
Situation log
I just don't like to
updated.
forget, and oops, I clicked the wrong type of ship. It's this guy who's got to insert that research project into his queue. Who is this? This is the Minister of State. All right. Minister of State is the Minister of State and governing the capital. He would be good as an industrialist, and he would be good as an advisor. As an advisor, he's going to help us with our persistent trade problems. But as an industrialist, he's going to help us with our with our consumer good output, which I think is best for us. So we'll do that. Okay, that's fine. What is this? The Pi aliens stationed a vessel on our border, broadcasting a repeated signal. It was a challenge to translate the message, but our linguistics believe they are inviting one of our representatives to a multi-day cultural exchange. I mean, how can we miss this opportunity to learn? Even though our first relationship towards them was bad. Toss them. Look, it's fine. They're not gonna kill our guy. That's never gonna happen. This is our other explorer, right? I want to look at our first explorer because I think our first explorer is already specialized as an analyst. We're gonna have one explorer. Once we've got most of the major systems controlled, we'll put the analyst on the planet and we'll keep this explorer finishing. He'll be slower, but he'll be better. And having him do the majority of stuff will get us good outcomes, I think, over the long term. So that is how we're going to do it. Because we're going to have to explore all these planets too. Basically, once this guy, the analyst, is done his next grouping, the analyst is the one up north, right? Once he finishes this area, then we'll make him an analyst forever. So we went over again. Our ability to pay enough attention to do this accurately is being highly disrupted by every situation that occurs. That's good though. Did we didn't take this off mixed industry yet, because this has got to get actually working before we can afford to do that. With a little bit of guesswork, the envoy, convu, and our linguistics accepted the alien cultural exchange invitation. We interpreted the enthusiastic response from the Pi aliens as positive. Shortly after, they sent pictographs depicting a countdown to the party. Envoy Convu is using the remaining time to prepare and further study the language samples. Okay. He's not in danger. He's fine. This is a unique learning opportunity. Look, if we're falling into a trap because we desire to learn, that's just our nature, okay? We can't look for traps. We have to look for knowledge. Knowledge first, caution later, right?
Construction online.
How far are you along? Because once you're done this... that canceled it. I can't believe that canceled it. I didn't think it would cancel it. I thought it would, like... Damn it. I thought it would queue it. That's the second time we've done something like that. Luckily, this is not on a high timer. I mean, we're not getting good resources because of it, but it's fine. 25 for learning out about the space amoebas.
Initiated.
That tells us that this here was space amoebas. All right. Good to know.
Project concluded. Research project concluded.
What is this? Oh, that's the robot modifications. And we have now finished Expand the Council. We're gonna take the, it's this one we want, the Senior Science Director, and we're gonna make the Senior Science Director our highest leveled scientist who's not working, probably. He is... Statecraft. I don't know that I care about statecraft that much, to be fair. I mean, we put this guy in just because I prefer his materials research. Yeah, I think that's better. Oh, we never picked a new one. Conquer Nature. Let's hit Conquer Nature so we can get terrestrial sculpting as early as possible for our terraforming intent. Our construction ship here has done their work. Let's move them over. Our science ship here has done all of the available, like all the stuff we set them to do. I can set this. That's usually fine. I just don't want him wandering off. But we're really not exploring outside of our territory yet anyway. So as long as we're not spawning stuff way out of the way, like this is a little out of the way, but if he picks it up, it won't hurt us too much, right? Yeah, no, that's fine. We'll do that. That'll be okay. I am satisfied that we are fine. Do find myself wondering if there's anything up here. The countdown to the Pi Aliens Cultural Exchange event is nearing completion. Envoy Convu is about to board the shuttle to the alien envoy ship. Communication with our envoy will pause for the duration of the party out of respect. We should embrace their culture. We'll have them act professionally. We're not here to become them. We're here to learn them. Where's the fleet? How's it doing? It's getting there. It's getting there.
Anomaly detected.
I feel like he has not picked up the 2 ships I built.
New technology discovered.
Maybe we just have him take a break in the capital. This. New research station output. Nice. 0G laboratory. So we have quantum states. This is useful. Of the things available to us, I think quantum energy states, you know, gravitic sensors is something I usually put off, but I think it would favor us. As would astral harvesting, because it leads to more research opportunities, but I'm going to take gravitic sensors here. We need to buy and build. Somehow that wasn't enough. Fine. There we go.
New technology discovered.
Colonial centralization. There's off-road trading companies, which we need to pick up. We also need interstellar fleet traditions in case we have to build an actual war station. We're not ready to expand our fleet yet because we haven't met anybody, so we're not worried about it yet. And then we have job efficiency from capital buildings. I'm gonna get off-road trading company because it's the fastest to research of the things that we actually need. That way, when we start building trading stations, we can upgrade them right away. The majesty of a rarely seen cosmic phenomenon has spurred Vex Kifa to new heights, brimming with excitement and new ideas. The only question is, what branch of science should they focus on? So this is... Who is this? This is... I should look at our leaders. Oh, he's the boss. It's the boss. We get physics modifier, society modifier, or monthly engineering research. Let's research. I mean, we do have a huge societal focus, and because we're producing the most, this will give us the biggest benefit. I think that's what we do. I think that makes sense. Yep.
Systems surveyed.
Systems surveyed. Good job, everybody.
Online.
Right, let's move you to here.
System scan complete.
So they caught all the stray ships, finally. Good. I am going to send them... You know, we could go up here now. Just to peek. You know, just to see if anything's happened up there. Bring it up, whatever it is. So there is a gas giant ship here. I think we do it.
Situation log updated.
Shouldn't even be a thought. We should be doing everything that allows us to learn a little bit more about literally anything. One of the problems with doing this on auto is that they waste time. They come back for these, right? But you can still slip them in, I think, without taking them up auto. The envoy to Convu spent the multi-day event reservedly observing the artistic shows and sampling the culinary traditions. Their lack of enthusiasm frustrated the Pi aliens. According to our understanding of their language, our envoy was considered boring. This is the second time we've found an indication that these guys are not for us. Escorted back to their shuttle and signaled to leave, our envoy has left with competence in their language, but a surface understanding of their culture. Something we can build upon for future diplomatic interactions. So this has completed it. They don't like us, though. All right, well, you know, whatever. They were hostile, okay? They were definitely hostile, and look at them. They're like xenophobes. Why did they even invite us over, you xenophobe weirdos? We're nothing like you. We're still gonna try to keep this balanced, right? We don't want them to completely hate us right away, but I don't think we're gonna have good relations with these people. I'm gonna make an official decision based on our what we feel like when we border touch them, but for now we're not even gonna give them an envoy. I need those envoys. Well, do I need an envoy? I probably will soon. I'm not. No, they don't even get an envoy yet.
Technology discovered.
We'll be fine. This is coil guns. Nice. Let's do geothermal fracking. Let's build the station here. We cannot because we are falling behind on alloys. Let's just sell some of those. And then you can build this here. Looks like we're gonna get there in time. I'm feeling it. They just closed their border to us. Okay, well, at least they're not rivaling us. That didn't go well, okay? Sometimes things just don't go the way you want them to.
Surveyed.
We were professional researchers. We weren't there for parties. What are they? I don't. What are they even thinking?
Construction online.
At least we know where their borders are now, so we can track their attempts to catch us here.
Research project concluded.
Excellent. You are obviously the scholar. So that's good, and we will take... Settlement cost is the most useful to us at this time. You almost built your luxury residences, and we have the alloys to then build your heavy industry. That should be good. It's minerals, not alloys. As for the tech world, we don't want to do any of our specializations here yet. Let's build our agri-district specialization. That will require us to get more minerals, but that's fine. We could probably then sell more of those that excess food. Our need for excess food isn't going to be that big a deal until we start making cloning bats. Dark matter eruption. What was previously thought to be a long dormant geyser on Rakamog has violently erupted, spewing dark matter infused gas into the atmosphere. The eruption has saturated the skies, leading to severe gravitational anomalies that are blocking off-world travel and communications. We believe the dark matter somehow originates from the planet's unique core. Orbital siphons have been deployed to extract the miasma from the atmosphere as extreme conditions pose danger to our colonists. Infrastructure build speed minus... Okay. That's awful. Since they're, like, literally essential. They can't even finish this. What's happening? This planet, it's cursed. Well, you know, there is, of course, always a silver lining. We're going to learn more about what happens when a planet gets flooded by dark matter and everyone dies. At least I assume dark matter would kill everybody on a planet. Oh, our construction ship is just about to enter the last system we need to take over. Nice.
System scan complete.
This is not a claimed system. That's good. Can't believe I built that twice. Look, we've been doing a lot of research lately. Clearly, the Technocracy's Council of Leaders is a little tired. We're making a little bit of tactical errors here and there. Okay. I mean, we just got a cruiser. I suppose. So the question I have is, are these mergeable? No, they're not mergeable. I guess then we're gonna have to think about this for a minute. We're gonna either need to destroy 2 of our already existing corvettes, or we're gonna need to get rid of this cruiser. I mean, the main disadvantage of the cruiser not being able to merge is that it can't make use of the leader, but it's still probably the strongest ship we have by a lot. In fact, not probably. It's half as strong as our entire fleet. I'm just trying to figure out what I should do. Maybe... I guess disbanding 2 of these is for the best. We really should keep that cruiser. It sucks, because that's a waste, but fine. And then we keep this. I really wish a lot more of these event ships could actually merge, but what can you do? Yeah, but I'm still going to keep this around. No, not you. Your job is to go there. Your job is to go to the capital. I'll decide whether I keep this long-term later, but for now, this will keep things balanced. Let's do our first contact here. What have we found in here? There is a scanner here. That is a scanner. Okay, we're gonna keep moving. So there is somebody up here. Let's hit that. And that are probably the most likely central locations, maybe there, for an empire. Yeah, you can do that. Let's just fix the size of this fleet so that I don't accidentally build 2 more ships. This is fine. And also, we have to deal with this. We grab cloning, we grab void worm immunity. You might as well grab void worm immunity, right? This will be a while, but I'd like to get it done. I am tempted to drop this in. And then we gotta start somebody on this one. Nice. Liquid darkness. We have successfully siphoned the dark matter miasma from the atmosphere of Rock and Mog and are beginning to assess the damage. When re-establishing contact with the colony, we discovered the colonists had been petrified by what appears to be solidified dark matter. Detecting life signs within these husks, we carefully extracted them. Contrary to all expectations, the colonists seem unaffected by their prolonged exposure and stasis. The geyser responsible for the original incident has since collapsed into a lake of liquid dark matter. This is an unprecedented event that requires concentrated study. Our scientists are unsure where to focus their already stretched resources. Quarantine and study the population. Prioritize studying the dark matter. Well, I feel like from what I'm seeing here, the dark matter study isn't going to go away. We're going to be able to continue studying that later. And I don't want weird things to happen to the citizens with us figuring out what's going on. Plus, let's study the population. It is Not a thing we have to deal with, but at least they're going to be able to finish their building now. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to discover what happens when a living organism is completely drenched in dark matter. FTL impact, massive crater on Phoebus B2 appears to be the result of a collision with a starship. From the size of the crater, we suspect the ship, exiting a hyperlane at maximum velocity, rammed into the planet for reasons unknown roughly 10,000 years ago. The MSS Truck Bonstock has picked up residual subspace echoes near the crash site reminiscent of collapsed hyperparticulate field, but the ship itself disintegrated on impact. The theory cannot be verified. All right, well, you know. Physics research, good research. Okay, so they have reached here. At this point, they're likely going to be able to take this system first because I've finished scanning it. I will race them for it as best I can, but this is a fine cutoff. Let's see if we can find where they are before setting ourselves home to upgrade. We have reached our north stop, though, which is nice. All right, so the Xenophiles have decided to give us some free stuff. Nobody in their right mind would ever say no to free stuff. Probably a reward for the citizens that we sent to them previously, you know? They did it. Monolith. Cenotaph display. Fatus 2 is uninhabited, indeed uninhabitable, but not unvisited. Its surface is littered with tall cenotaphs carved from some mineral not native to the planet, evidently placed here by some artistically inclined spacefaring race. The monolith's flowing lines deftly chart a history so fantastical it must surely be fictional. They're so... No. Image them for the archives. Somebody will want to study them someday. Beauty less important than research potential. Excellent. I need you to finish up, man, so that we can send you here. We're gonna actually queue sending him there. Our scientists are confident that the Lake of Dark Matter on Rocknim Mog presents minimal further danger to the planet. The same cannot be said for the emerging symptoms afflicting the population. While studying the quarantined colonists, we have identified ongoing physical changes resulting from their entombment in the substance. The prolonged exposure saturated the molecules of their bodies with dark matter, contaminating their circulatory systems. We can cultivate these abnormalities, allowing the bodies of our colonists to process and secrete harvestable dark matter at the expense of shortening their life expectancy. I mean, that would be awesome to get a trait that gave us dark matter, but hopefully the life expectancy thing isn't that bad. I mean, I love the idea of getting this trait. Let's do it. Let's process the contamination. So that means we now... Wait, I don't see any changes to our population. Oh yeah, it's probably a template here. It looks like all the pops on that planet now have a new trait. That's interesting, because it said that it would shorten our lifespans, but I'm not reading any lifespan shortening here. We don't have the ability to spread this yet, but we're spreading these guys someday, that's for sure. Nothing here implies they're going to live shorter. What are you talking about, game? Maybe it was so slightly that it's not calculable in years? I don't know. But it's not there. You can be an admiral. So yeah, this is definitely where they're from because this is their space station. So let's go home and upgrade. I think that'll be fine. Technology-wise, yeah, we've got all the technologies that we wanted to grab, so all the new military research we wanted to do. This is you. So you were doing this area, and then I was going to decide what you did next. You're the permanent explorer, right? No, you're the analyst. All right. Well, since you finished the southern part you were going to do, I'm going to have you retire from space exploration. And although this will greatly slow our exploration down, let's make you the governor of V. Macau, the tech world. It will make it more efficient because the one guy with Explorer will do all the rest. So we don't need this stuff is the thing. Like, this is really a secondary goal. They still haven't even come any closer down there, which is really good for us. This ship can now be disbanded. And this construction ship here can begin building freely. This construction ship is at 70%, and then they'll move down. That will be fine. Alright, Lambda aliens. We continue to research them. That's good. They're taking this.
Online.
We can't really stop them. We will continue to research it, though. That means we need this guy
Technology discovered.
to grab this as soon as he can to stop them from getting entry into our space. Losing this tomb world is not that big a deal. That's what I keep telling myself so I don't feel bad. Let's grab mineral purification first. Starhold is also a very good choice at this point, but mineral purification is something we have to get to optimize our districting. I want you to grab food processing, and I want you to grab energy grid. For our tech world, I think this is fine for the moment. This is taking forever. Come on, guys, you gotta build this. Maybe they need a governor. I do have enough unity that I could give them a governor if there's someone appropriate. Like an official or a scientist? It would have to have the right traits, though. No traits would also work. Like these guys that get the extra experience are not too bad. Guy as a counselor gets a bunch of stuff for spycraft. I'm not interested in that. The only official we have right now is the Minister of State. I mean, we could just do it, right? See how he develops out. Maybe we move him to a different planet later. But getting him down there and starting to do his research. Where's this?
Evading hostiles. Situation log updated.
You didn't die, did you? No, you didn't die. This was not here before. Is that because you researched it, bud? It's because you researched it. Well, when he's back, he continued on his duties. At least he didn't die, right? At least he didn't die.
System charted.
And would it really be so bad dying doing your duty, researching new stars for the Technocracy? No, that would be a good thing. Not the best good thing, just a good thing. So we can see we have a border here and a border here, right? Since we have the alloys on hand, let's start these upgrades. For the 3 border stations, there's also going to be a border here. I might go this way a little bit. I could. For now, I'm just going to assume this is the border, though. And we have a border here, which might later move, but for now, this is fine. Okay. Keep at it. Hopefully it doesn't go as bad as the last time. So our science ship has come back. They can immediately go back on their previous
Construction online.
Duties. Nice. You finished that. Can you stop and no, don't do that. Don't do that. Let's begin this. Wait, he's not done. Do that. He'll be a bit still, so it'll be fine. That'll be fine. We'll do it like that. I mean, we do have to get this second star so that they don't single jump, start taking territory from us. That would suck. Hate it when empires jump inside your area and take stuff. We're a tiny bit below 4 influence. Our size compared to our fleet is out of whack, so we need to get more fleet capacity as soon as we can. Start building up again. Transmissions. We have received information that you have built a grand archive. We have. Curator trust. Good. So the grand archive is now complete. Let's look at what we're going to do with the grand archive. Immediately go to our discoveries and see anything we would grab. Space fauna doesn't matter. Trade could matter. We'll do that. We'll take the habitability. It's a start. I don't want to spend my minor artifacts right now because I'm probably going to do Archaeotech if I can. If we get that tech relatively early, we'll do Archaeotech. There's another one that they are beginning to use both vehicles and early factories powered by steam engines. It's another steam age tech. Everybody's so high tech. We're gonna have so many aliens inside of our scope once we start actually getting the work done on integration. You know, I think we're gonna bring this to an end though for this episode. I've been recording for about an hour. Since these are uncut, I don't want to go much beyond that. And if I go much longer, I'll have to do an artificial cut like I did last time. Thank you for watching, and I hope you join us the next time we're here with the Voor. Our borders are starting to be defined. I don't feel like there's any chance we won't get here before them. They are 1, 2, 3, 4 jumps away, and we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jumps away. We're just about to start doing it, so I think it'll be fine. All right. Goodbye for now.